let's look at HUD properties. So you want to go to HUDHomestore.com, and that's HUD's website that you can go to look at properties that are government owned. Let's look at this part of the page. You do have to select the state and then look at this different search properties. Very important to select the buyer type and the status. And we'll look at the details of each of those once we get results back. So let's look at some properties in Jefferson County. Let's say from 170,000 to 200,000. There are at least 3 bedrooms. Let's select buyer type, owner occupant, and accepting bids. Let's do that search. So there is a number of pieces of information that are important to you, and a lot of features that the site gives you that you can see here at the top: saving the search, creating sort of your own login, maps, etc. What I'm interested in looking at is the status of the bidding process and who's available to bid. So let's look at, there's 2 of these here. There's extended and exclusive. Exclusive means that only a certain type of bidder can bid on this property, mostly meaning that it's not open to investors. If it has extended, that means that there were no bidders accepted in the exclusive period of the listing, and it has now been extended to investor bidders. So let's look at this property. And what you want to look at are these tabs up here, and you want to look at the summary of the bidding stage. So eligible bidders, it's only open to owner occupants. That means really you're going to live in the property for the first year that you own the property. This one has a deadline on this day that I'm doing the recording. You also want to look at this part, which tells you whether you are able to buy this property if you have FHA financing. If it's insured escrow, it means you can. If it says uninsured, then you can't. Here's the listing period. This is when it first came on the market. Just reiterating the listing period. It's exclusive, and this is the entire listing period before they have to potentially resubmit for sale. You also want to look at the addendums for different information. This is more detailed information. They have an environmental condition report, a property condition report, instructions on bidding, escrow, etc. Going back to the property search. Now let's look at one that's not expiring today. Okay, so for example, this one, owner occupants again. This is the bid submission deadline. It's midnight of that day. How much time you still have left before being able to submit a bid. And now let's look at this one that is open to all bidders, which investors can then bid on this property. And you can see here it's uninsured, so an FHA buyer cannot purchase this property, can't use that type of financing. And look at the addendums. More than likely it'll have some issues regarding the condition of the property, and that's why it didn't sell. So let's go back to the main page. Again, HUD does provide a lot of features if you know what you're looking at. Let's look at just for the sake of understanding kind of where the market is at. If you're an investor and you're looking for a property from the government, and you're in Denver, and not putting any other search conditions, none show up. There's no government properties in Denver County available for investor bidding. Change that to Arapahoe County. There's only one. And I did do Jefferson County, so let's just put that in there again. So right now, these are the properties that are eligible for bidding from investors, and that's just kind of where things are at right now with market conditions in the Denver metro area. I did want to mention that you do have to submit an offer through an agent that is registered with HUD to submit your bid. And of course you want to do research on this, and that's what the job of the agent is, to show you the properties and then do analysis on comparables in the area and see kind of where you stand and give you an idea of what to bid and what makes sense for you to do. And so I'm providing here contact information to reach me in such a case in which you do want to solicit my services and do some research on these properties and look at other avenues or other vehicles for searching the properties that you can do for yourself, as well as what you would be able to do through me. So thank you again for watching this video.